Hey there, how are you? How have things been? It's summertime and lots of good things are happening in our agency. And I am really, really excited because this is the season where everybody starts getting out and flirting and meeting new people. And so recently I was at an amazing all day conference with Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup for the Soul guy. He's part of The Secret also. Talks a lot about manifesting and what you really want. You need to get clear and focused. And as a professional matchmaker, I am often seeing how people are giving so many mixed signals of what they want, what they desire, and what their actions follow up in return. So I am Jacqueline, your professional matchmaker and founder of Discover Love Matches. And I am really excited to talk about this topic that stirred up within my thoughts at this conference I was at. And one of the top comments was, success leaves clues. And I was like, that's what I'm teaching all the time, but I'm wondering how many people are capturing that and really understanding that all the work that I teach and talk about, it's because I've been doing this for so many years and I see that it works. I see so many great couples getting together, people working through their own personal growth journey. I just got a reminder on Facebook that another one of my fabulous couples is celebrating their wonderful wedding anniversary. I just love the two of them. And I want to dig in a little bit deeper today about following through on the actions of what you want. Now, many of you know I'm very, very spiritual and I listen to my angels and I just kind of go for things more than the average person, I realized. But if you don't have the angels, you have a gut. You have a gut instinct. You have that inner voice that just says you need to do it. And I think about how many times we miss out on what we want because we let it slip on by. And I have been really pushing myself as I grow with my agency and continually am looking for people for my clients. I also want to grow as a person myself. I am wanting to be the one who does what I say for you to do in exchange. And it's been really exciting. I recently was out with a bunch of really cool friends having an amazing night. We're all just laughing and enjoying ourselves. And we could have just stayed in our little bubble. We were very, very happy in our bubble and enjoying all the fun interactions and people watching all of that. But then somebody caught my eye and I just couldn't resist taking action and striking up a way to get a conversation. Now, as a matchmaker, I'm usually the one who is checking out for all of my clients and what they're wanting and sizing up people. But I love to meet my own people too. So I had my friend go up and ask and see if this person was single and available. And yay, they were. And they were so exciting he was exciting to be able to talk with because he received the reaction. So when my friend asked this question, he could have been like, yes, but I'm just doing my own thing. And that would have been fine too. But he also followed up with action. So we have to remember, as many of you guys have talked to me about this, bouncing the ball. You can make a move and acknowledge somebody, but if they don't respond or react in any way, you kind of have to tuck and roll and continue on. But you have to be proud of yourself for making the move to get something of a reaction. So had I skipped over and just been like, oh, I'm really drawn to talk to this person, but did absolutely nothing and took no action, it would have still been bugging me. But now I know it was the right thing to do, and a great connection has been blooming because of that. And I want you to think about this. How many times are you out and just enjoying life with friends or by yourself, whatever you're doing, and you see someone and your gut just says, I gotta go talk to them. How many times do you talk to them or find a way to invite them into the conversation with a little help from your friends? Really ask yourself this, because we can create so many barriers that as much as we tell the universe we want to manifest somebody amazing in our lives, are we really backing that up when it's being provided? Are we really taking the time to put ourselves out there and risk rejection? So what we want you to start thinking about, and Jack Canfield talked about this, reject rejection. Like, stop trying to pick people apart and wonder if everything's perfect and all the possibilities. Instead, if you're drawn to someone, you don't always know why or where the outcome's going to go. But if you act on it, you'll have more insight than the coulda, shoulda, wouldas of the world, because those are going to pass on by. And many of those opportunities only happen one time. You don't get a chance to bump into somebody again if it's just a random overlap of a location. You saw them. Granted, there are times, especially when you're at our events, we have a lot of regulars, so you might see that person again, so you can build a rapport. But living your life is about now. 2% is mindset for your success. If you just hone in and say, I am going to be successful at this wild and crazy love journey and vulnerability, and might not always be easy, but I can at least sleep at night knowing that I am actively participating. When you sit on the sidelines, or you look for all the faults, or you look for what everybody else isn't doing, or waiting for somebody to approach you, you're going to miss out. Not everybody knows, are you available and ready to speak and talk? Sometimes you just have to directly say, are you single and available? So that you can get this conversation started. But if you just keep waiting and wondering and sitting off in the corner at a place and not really sure if you should make eye contact or not, you're going to miss out. There are so many gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, kind, compassionate, authentic people out there that you can discover. But I want you to start following what you're feeling and just act on it and reject rejection. If they're not interested, awesome. You can give yourself kudos for doing something. But if they are, you can celebrate that you did something. So men and women, just start approaching and asking and interacting and giving eye contact and smiling and letting somebody know that you notice them. It's sometimes the biggest compliment. Even if they're not interested, it will still make their day. I can tell you, when someone tells me, oh my gosh, somebody approached and asked me or talked to me, it meant so much to me. It's not always just the instant of long-term potential. It's the instant gratification of acknowledgement. And you know what? It feels really good when you don't feel invisible. So I want you to comment below, like and subscribe, and let me know what you're doing to listen to the gut, take action, and reject rejection, because there is somebody who's looking and checking you out and wondering if you are a little bit more interesting and that you are worthy of discovering, but they won't know unless somebody takes action. I am Jacqueline, your professional matchmaker, and I'm here to support you to find love, enjoy love, and keep love. Let's keep this conversation going.